Hello, welcome to Soulprint Insights. I'm very, very happy that you've joined me here today. Today, I want to take a look at a question I asked Masudius about time speeding up. Like, why does it feel like time is just moving so much faster than it used to? Now, certainly for those of us who are of an age, we understand that as we grow older or wiser, I like to think of that in terms of we're just growing wiser. It really does feel like time's just zipping along. It's like, but it was just Monday. How is it? It was it was last month. How is it this month? That feeling that everything is just accelerating and moving faster and faster. And so I wanted to get some insights or some guidance on how that worked and why it was feeling like that. And the answer I got is interesting. It is informative. It is insightful, frankly, as all of Masudius' channelings are. So without further yak, I'm going to just get on and share with you the channeled message of Masudius when the question, why does it feel like time is speeding up, was asked. So here we go. In fact, what is being experienced is an ongoing and continual thinning of the veil. You on the earth plane are connecting to higher vibrations. As you are aware, on many levels of vibrations, a single clear intent can produce virtually instant manifestation. Due to the heavier and lower vibrations of the earth, instant manifestation, while certainly not impossible, is more of a challenge. I think that part of what we're here to learn on this planet is the difference between want and need. You know, when we came to the earth and we found ourselves in this corporal body, right, in this that needed air and water and sleep and shelter and food. It is an evolution of a lifetime to sort of get to a place where you start to recognize that there is a really, really big difference between I need this for my survival, or I require this for my survival, versus I want this because I want it. I want this because it'll make my life easier. I want this because. And part of the reason that we have to work so hard, if you will, to manifest situations or circumstances or events, is because as we're learning that process, we also are learning the process of what is actually essential, what is actually important. Because we just seem to want an awful lot on this planet. And if we were able to instantly manifest stuff with the snap of a finger, it would be a reign of absolute chaos, because just wanting something and then being able to get it instantaneously, frankly, wouldn't teach us a whole lot, right? So that's that distinction, if you will. However, the earth is moving towards a powerful point where more and more souls are in a state of awareness and consciously working at increasing and raising their own vibration. And this is causing a thinning of the veil. And that is exactly what those of us who are involved with Soulprint are doing, right? We are working to gather more wisdom, more understanding, more insights, so that we raise our own personal vibration. And what actually happens is, as we do that collectively, we raise, global vibrations, if you will. What is now being experienced is a quickening of the responding manifestation of intent. I'm going to repeat that. What is now being experienced is a quickening of the responding manifestation of intent. And I will just add that the other thing that is quickening is what we would sort of loosely know as karma, right? There was a time where karma took a lifetime or two to come back and catch you. These days, karma comes around much more quickly, so that in some ways it's almost so that you can actually draw a line between two events. So there are times literally where karma will happen almost in an instinct. And certainly times where it's 6 months, a year, 2 months, 5 years, it just circles back far more quickly. And that's because the vibration is lighter than it used to be. And so stuff travels, frankly, just more quickly. As more and more of these enlightened souls or souls filled with light move forward on their individual and group quests, more and more are vibrating at higher and faster and clearer levels, given time and space, so that the results are seen as faster. And I want to repeat that little thing that just very casually got slipped into this sentence that I think is just, personally, I just find it a really comforting thought. As of these enlightened souls, or souls filled with light. Isn't that a wonderful way to just think of yourself literally as a soul filled with light? You will experience more of these light-minded individuals coming together to produce desired results. Be this prayer groups, meditation groups, yoga exercise, and so forth. So at this moment, I'm just going to take a second and invite those of you who are watching this video on Soulprint Insights. If you have not taken a look at Soulprint Intuitive Tarot, you might want to check that out. But more importantly, I would really like for you to consider sharing this with people who you feel might benefit from joining the Soulprint family. Because, of course, that's part of what this process is about, right? It's about gathering together light-minded people so that together, collectively and individually, we can lift the vibration, whether that is through the Sunday energy circle or just within our own lives and within the groups and that we function with and deal with on a day-to-day basis in our personal kind of worlds. As the realization comes that thoughts are as powerful as they are, this bonding of energy for a desired result will become more common, which of course is exactly what the energy circle is about, right? It is about bonding together to create a higher vibrational energy. You will especially notice this trend among spiritual light and energy workers, which of course we are, all of us. As this awareness increases, so becomes each individual's understanding of the responsibility to their own thoughts. And with that comes a conscious effort to clean up and clear out the thought garbage, which causes a slowing down of the process. And we've talked about that in other videos. Thoughts behind the thoughts are one of the ones that come quickly to mind. We're starting to realize and understand that Our thinking produces everything we experience. For good, for bad, and even in most cases for benign. That constant letting, sleeping through your life, right? Letting life happen to you as opposed to you manifesting and controlling the life you want and you desire. When these come together, okay, so the cleaning up and the clearing out of garbage thoughts, when they come together, a thinning out process begins, which of course speeds up the energy, and so on, and so forth, and so on. It's a circle, right? And the circle gets bigger and cleaner and higher in vibration and intensity. From this side of the veil, the visual energy picture this creates is glorious to witness, as if brown and gray heavy swirls of mist become light-filled and float into the light, cleansing the earth and all of her life forces. So this work, this very, very important work, we work on here on the planet, and they work with us, and they work individually or collectively as an energy force or energy group to continue to clean the earth and clear it and reinforce and strengthen all of the forces that are life-giving or have life upon the planet. Cleansing of the earth and all of her life forces is so very important that we, on this side, work continuously to help and assist those of you involved in this imperative work. While you may feel that time is moving so quickly that you are running out of it, understand that this is a man-made illusion, time, and of no consequence here on this level of vibration. The work of individuals and groups producing the lightening up of the earth and her residents is very important and has great value. Expect to see miracles in the way and speed as this transition continues to unfold. The work of the individuals and the work of collective is not in vain. We may not be able to see it right in front of our eyes in any given moment, but have faith and trust and assurance that in fact it is producing the intended and desired results. The increase of light produces a corresponding increase in vibration, and the increase in vibration creates or allows for clear communications from this side of the veil. More and more of you will see an acceptance of this understanding in all areas of life where previously it was previously not accepted or it just expressed. So the spiritual evolution, if you will, of the people and the planet are becoming more and more acknowledged, more commonplace. And that is fabulous. It's fabulous because the more people start to understand and realize that we are here for purposes and that we are in many ways driven and challenged to fulfill those purposes, the more important does life become. the more important does the value of life become. And more important is our desire and our willingness to move the vibrations and the energies to a higher and higher level. The increase of light produces a corresponding increase of vibration, and the increase of vibration creates or allows for clearer communication. Okay? Think about that. This will come about as individuals and groups of those who are enlightened, and remember that is filled with light, move into positions where their voices will be heard, their words read, their music understood, and so on. This transition will come about effortlessly, simply because light attracts light. It is as simple and complex as that. The beauty of it is magic. We remain at this time Masudius. So what a really lovely and inspiring message, right? As the world sort of feels more chaotic and more out of control, and as if there's so little that we can be sure of or hang on to, because everything around us, especially frankly at this point in time with everything that's going on globally with this virus, it just is starting to get a little panicky out there. And when we pull back and we realize that we are beings of light and from the light, we can take comfort from that, calm things down, and continue our imperative work on raising our vibration and the earth's vibration. And of course, in raising our vibration, we are able to calm ourselves, keep ourselves centered and focused, and move forward with the important work that each and every one of us are doing on an hour by hour, day by day basis. Stand in your strength. Stand in your light. Take care. Bye-bye.